Hello, everyone. How are y'all? I know we got some lurkers.
I hope you guys are doing well.
Yes.
Dan just flipped me.
I'm gonna say, why are we playing musical chairs?
That's all good. I do hope everyone's doing well today. I trust you guys have had a great week because goodness knows
Yes.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a really good week. It was a little rough on the get go, but now it's turning out to be great. Hey, Candy, I hope you're doing good. And Dar,
Hello, Candy Sweetie. And there's Marla. Mary and Darla. I put those two names together. Came up with a new name.
Darla and Mary and Cindy, it's good to see you.
Hello, Cindy. How are
Hello,
you doing, sweetheart?
hello.
Hey,
Yes.
Nancy,
And Nancy.
I hope you're doing well.
Yes. There's our
Hey, Tracy.
Tracy.
Tracy, I hope you're doing good today. And Mandy, it's good to see you.
Good to see
Hello.
you, Mandy.
So, we were supposed to have a guest today. They had something come up, so we don't have a guest. We're going to do something else with you, and I hope you guys will like it. Hello, Lana.
Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Lana. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Thank you, Darla.
Thank you, darling. Hey, Beth.
Hey,
There's
Beth.
our Bev. Hello, sweetie. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you all so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. We're going to wait until we get some more people in here so that we can go ahead and get started with our presentation. Not a problem, Tracy. I never worry when someone messes up my name.
Yeah. Hello, Michelle and Angela. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. And there's our Cindy. How are you doing, sweetie?
Hi,
Hello,
Michelle,
everyone.
Angela, Diane, and Cindy.
Diane. Hello, sweetheart. Becky.
Hello.
Thank
Hey,
y'all so
Becky
much for jumping in here.
and Camille.
Oh, Camille, I didn't see you jump in here. Thank you so much for joining us, each and every one of you.
We really appreciate that.
Excuse me.
Yes, we love a good raid.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
We
do.
really do. It's so sweet of you guys to come over here from Granny D's. And
That's
this is
right.
for you raiders. We
Thank you
really
once
appreciate
again.
that.
Yes, we do.
Without you
And
guys, we'd be by ourselves.
I, and I also want to say thank you to those of you that I know are going to be lurking. I mean, it's just wonderful that you've chosen to turn this on. All we ask of all of you is to be sure that you hit that like button there. And if anyone is catching us on the replay, we would really like to know who came by after the party was over. So be sure and leave us a comment.
Yeah, and if you can you share this out? We'd really appreciate that.
Oh, yes.
I'm smiling, Diane.
I am not
Oh,
with family, Diane. I am
no,
on my own some now.
but did you enjoy yourself with the
But I
family?
did enjoy myself with family. I went to the clubs last night, so I was drinking all night last night, so forgive me.
But
I
amazing, folks. He says he's not hungover. Isn't that
no,
wonderful? Yeah.
that's awesome. I'm glad that he's not hungover. That would be awful.
Yes, me too.
Apparently, I got scratched by the kitten on my arm.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
It is what it is.
Mm-mm.
Now I'm
No,
trying to keep it from leaking.
I'm
I had
usually
no.
good if I stick to the same drink, Diane. I stuck to the same drink all night last night, so I was a good boy.
Hey, Zoila!
Hey, Zoila.
There's our commentator of the year, moderator
The
of the
main
year. I am.
moderator.
Yes, she is. She is the super duper queen. We appreciate you jumping in here, sweetheart.
Thank you so much. You're an amazing moderator, Zoila, and we
Yes, you
appreciate
are.
all the work you do for us. You are awesome. And I do need to answer your email. I appreciate you emailing me, and I have to reply to you. I've been tardy. I am tardy. I'm bad about not replying to you. I'm so sorry. But I did understand what you said.
Zoila's mama fell today.
Zoila, my darling, I am so sorry.
Oh, sweetheart, I am so sorry.
I hope she's okay. Oh, Greenie D, it's so good to see you. This is for Greenie D. Well, Suzanne,
Oh,
it's good to
hello, Suzanne. And there's our Rita. Thank you so much for joining us.
and go ahead and
Hello.
lurk away, darling.
Yes.
We have no problem with you lurking.
Oh, shoot, no, man. And I love Darla said, ain't no party like a TFF party because a TFF party don't stop. I got my mind on my fiber and my fiber on my mind. Sweetie,
Oh,
that's almost a song.
oh yes, oh yes. And just wait, 1 week from today is a real TFF party.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, I'm glad she's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'd
bless her
be
heart.
shaking shoes, Orla. I tell you what, I don't know if your mom and I are on the same, or, about the same age, but yeah, I fall and I'm like always afraid to get up because I don't know what I broke or if I broke anything.
Yeah.
It's always
Oh,
a scary thing when you hit the floor.
well, I'm always looking for somebody to help me up off the floor. I'm like, oh, now I can't
Yeah,
get up.
yeah.
Well, we have a big question. Hey, Pebbles, welcome in.
Hello,
Hey,
Pebble,
Pebbles.
sweetie.
So, we have a good question for you guys. What is in your toolbox? I mean, really, your toolbox. And
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go over a few things with you. And hopefully, you've got some of these items in your toolbox. And at the end, we're going to go over, some hacks to help you with your toolbox. So we're going to get started. And this is Tools of the Trade.
Hello, Nifty, sweetie. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Nifty. So I'm going to start us off and we'll go to Maureen and then we'll go to Dan. So, first, we have crochet hooks. We have crochet hooks, which are used for creating stitches. We have circular hooks, which are for large projects or Tunisian crochet. We have lighted hooks, which you use in low light or dark yarns. And we have Afghan hooks, which are for Tunisian crochet. And now Maureen.
Essential tools available in various sizes and materials. Your crochet hooks can be plastic or resin. They can be wood. They can be metal. We've even seen combinations of the two, like wood with some metal inserts. We've seen metal heads or resin heads with a wood handle. So there's always different combinations. And of course, your hook size is going to affect your stitch size and the density of your fabric.
Absolutely. It did.
And then we have circular crochet hooks. They are long hooks with an attached cord used for holding many stitches.
That's also used for Tunisian. Hello, Lacey.
Hello, Lacey, and hello, Carrie. I hope you're doing better, sweetheart.
Hey, Carrie. I hope you're doing well. All right. Next, we've got light up hooks. These are hooks with a built in light, and they provide better visibility, especially with dark yarns or in low light situations.
Yes, I do not have a set of those, but I do know that a lot of people that have used them have said they're wonderful, especially with using the darker yarns. Hello, Michelle. No, I said hello to Michelle. It's
Hi,
Sherry.
Sherry.
There you go. Hello, Sherry K.
And this is
Afghan hook, or can also be called the Tunisian hook, is just a really it's just a very long extension of either your Bates or boy style hook, but with it you can only get a certain number of stitches on it. It's not like your cabled hooks for Tunisian, in which you can adjust the length a little bit better depending on the length of your cord.
Yeah. All right, Dan.
Then we have knitting needles, which obviously you should know what a knitting needle is, but they are available in straight, double point. Froggy did a spelling mistake there. And circular. They also come in resin, plastic, bamboo, wood, metal, and they're used to make stitches, size effects, stitch size, and quantity.
Yes. So we also have those, and that's for your knitters, obviously. And next we have a yarn needle or tapestry needle. They are normally blunt tipped. They are used for weaving in yarns. It gives projects a finished look. And Maureen.
Stitch markers. Oh, marking specific stitches or rows. This helps in tracking your place in complex patterns, or helping you like in mosaic blankets where you have a repeatable pattern. You can go through there and mark, like most Afghans, every 35 stitches, your pattern is going to repeat. So you can go through your row and mark 35 and kind of it's really a good idea because it lets you know if you've gotten off track somehow.
Oh, yeah. And we didn't want to list the type because there are so
Oh
many
my
types of
goodness.
stitch
Yes,
markers.
they are.
So, and then Dan.
And then we have scissors, which are obviously used for cutting yarn. It ensures clean cuts without fraying.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I
it's
think you
very
can also,
important. Go
I,
ahead.
th- I think you can also, this isn't to do with crochet, but if you're using fabric, you can get specialized fabric scissors that have the rigid edges.
Yes.
Yes,
So yeah, you can get those too.
absolutely.
And of course, it's
Next,
very important to keep your scissors sharp and to tell everybody do not touch this pair of scissors because they are for my yarn.
next, we have a row counter. This is good in tracking the number of rows you've worked. It's useful for ensuring consistency. You can also use a pen and paper, whatever works best. Hello, Mama Gwen.
Hello, Mama Gwen. How are you doing?
Maureen.
Tape measurers, measuring the size of your work. They are essential for projects like garments, how they fit because you want to make sure that you're crocheting in the right size. Now, I do want to interject here in the fact that tape measurers come in, metal, they come in plastic, and they come in cloth. If you use the plastic ones, you really do need to, from time to time, to check them against a either metal tape measure or a ruler, because over time your plastic ones will develop stretch.
Oh, yes, very much so. And Dan.
And then we have a gauge checker, which it checks the size of your crochet hook and stitch gauge, and it ensures consistent stitch size.
Absolutely. I like what Rita said. Hubby knows not to touch my scissors.
Mine does too.
And now we have a yarn holder. This can be anything from a yarn bowl, a bobbin, a yarn sleeve, or yarn bra. This manages multiple yarn colors, yarn balls. It helps prevent your yarns from tangling. They come
Yes,
in many different sizes. Your bowls can come in resin, wood, plastic, ceramic, um, all different shapes and sizes.
that's right.
So there's all kinds that you can find. And Maureen.
Now, stitch holders, holding stitches not currently being worked on. This is useful for intricate patterns or for garment making.
Yes. They're primarily used a lot in knitting,
Yes.
just so you know. Next, we have Dan.
We have blocking mats, which are used for setting a crochet piece into the desired dimensions or shape. These should be used especially within lacework or garments, and it helps ensure accurate sizing and shape.
Yes.
And now we have the blocking pens that you use with the blocking mats. They are used with holding a crochet or knit piece on a blocking mat during the drying process. They are essential for the blocking, but you can also use blocking pens. And Maureen?
Spray bottle, yes. Dampening your crochet items while you are blocking them. It assists in the blocking process. And sometimes even if I'm not blocking a particular piece, but I just want to lay it on the bed and kind of do a blocking with my hands, I will spray it out and stretch what it is that needs to be stretched, because sometimes I don't have enough of the mats to block out my piece. So I'll just put the main portion of it on the blocks and then just kind of hand out with the rest of it.
Oh, yes. And Dan?
And then we have a hook organizer or case, which is used for organizing multiple sizes and types of crochet hooks, and it protects and keeps hooks easily accessible.
And this can be anything from a box meant to hold hooks. I have a stump on my desk that holds hooks. It can be a case that you've crocheted or one that's been sewn. There are so many out there of different types. Next, we have a yarn swift. This is for supporting skeins or hanks during the process of winding them into balls or cakes. You often will use this with a ball winder, or you can hand wind it directly from a swift. And Maureen?
Uh, Mama Gwen said, when blocking a project, do you wait until you're finished or do you block during your work?
It
If
depends.
I'm doing granny squares, I'll block them as I go. But if I'm doing a piece, I will block it after I have finished it.
Yes.
The yarn winder is used for winding loose yarn into neat balls or cakes, and it helps to create tangle-free yarn cakes. Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Very much so. Dan?
And then we have a pom-pom maker, which is used for producing consistent and fluffy pom-poms. It simplifies the pom-pom making process.
That's right.
And you can use an actual pom-pom maker, or you can use your fingers, a piece of cardboard. I've been known to wrap it around my phone. There's so many different things you can use. And then we have a tassel maker. This is used for creating uniform tassels for crochet projects. It provides consistency in your tassel making so they are all the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Maureen?
Your yarn guide, managing multiple yarn strands with crocheting with multiple colors. It assists in color work and preventing the yarn from tangling.
Mm-hmm. It goes on your finger, guys. Hi, Connie.
Hi,
Hello, my Connie.
Oh, Dan, say pom pom again.
pom-pom.
There you go, Diane.
Mhm, mhm.
All right, Dan. Oh, you
And
just
then you have ergonomic crochet grip, ergonomic crochet for 5 minutes.
ergonomic hook grip.
Can't speak today. These are used for making crochet hooks more comfortable to hold, and they're beneficial for those with arthritis or hand fatigue.
Yes,
Yeah,
very much.
they slip right over the end of your hook.
Yes.
Um,
Hello, Sonja. How are you, sweetie?
hey, Sonja, now we have a project bag. They are used for carrying yarn hooks and tools on the go. They facilitate in mobile crocheting. They
Mm,
can be anything from a grocery bag to a custom made handmade bag or something you crocheted. They can be
yes.
anything. Maureen.
Pattern holder. Now, this is like a little book that has some of them have rubber bands, some of them have little magnetic slides that will hold your pattern to a notebook form or a portfolio form. This holds your patterns for easy reading and tracking, and it keeps your patterns organized and in view.
Yes. Dan.
And then we have the hook size converter, which is used for converting between different hook size notations, e.g., US to UK and metric, vice versa. And this is essential for international patterns.
Hey,
Yes.
Gypsy.
Hello, Gypsy sweetheart. How are you?
And if you're anything like me, obviously I'm in the UK, I refuse to use a UK pattern now because I'm so used to the US terminology. I won't use a UK pattern now.
Yes. Next, we have a crochet stitch dictionary. This could also be used for a knit stitch dictionary. It's providing instructions for various crochet stitches. It is a great reference for expanding stitch knowledge.
Yes, it is.
But it qualifies for knitting stitches or Tunisian stitches, whatever you're looking for. And Maureen?
A yarn scale. This measures the amount of the yarn that's remaining in your skein. This is useful for ensuring that you have enough yarn for your projects. Now, folks, honestly, if you have a little kitchen scale that will measure grams and ounces, because that's what our skeins and um, our hand dyes are measured in. Um, you don't have to go out and buy any kind of fancy scale.
No.
Those work just fine. So, but if you ever want to know how much yarn you have left in a skein or a hank, if you knew what you had before you started, well, then when you get finished, you can take and put it on the scale and it'll tell you how much you have left.
Which is great.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, the kitchen scales are perfect for this. You can
Mm-hmm.
normally find one for anywhere from $8 to about $15.
Right.
Um, they're really inexpensive. And Dan?
And then we have labels, which means adding a professional touch to products with brand, size, or other details. And this is ideal for those selling their crochet creations.
Yes.
But I
And
also think it's important to have labels, especially if you're sending a gift to someone, uh, to have on there, what yarn was used, the washing instructions that you recommend, that kind of thing. So
oh
I just
yeah,
think if it's not going to stay at your house or it's not for you, uh, I just think it's just a nice little added touch to include a label in with the project.
I think so. And yes, a baby scale, as long as you can measure in ounces and grams, you should be fine. I agree. And crochet graph paper. Plotting out crochet patterns, especially for intricate designs or color work. It assists in pattern design and visualization. Absolutely.
Hmm.
And
Now, you
you
can
want to talk?
also use just dot paper or normal graph paper that kids use in school for math classes. So
Oh, yeah,
those are
works
some
great.
other cheaper options for you.
And so, what's in your toolbox? And did we give you any ideas that you don't have in your toolbox? And other items that we don't have listed would be a color wheel.
Yes,
You might want a color wheel, but it's not necessary. There's online color wheels that you can use.
right.
Um, Stitch markers. You can use a strand of yarn as a stitch marker, which is what I did originally. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Bobby pins work great. Paper clips work. There's
Mm-hmm.
all different things that you can do as a hack to do it instead of buying something. You can crochet your own hook case. You can crochet your own project bag. You can get a bowl from the kitchen to use as a yarn bowl. There's so many
I
things that you can do.
I remember seeing someone one time, it was on their YouTube channel, and they were crocheting. And I noticed off to the side, I kept looking at that thinking, what in the world is that? they had an old plastic colander that they
Yep.
had, their husband had gone in and, just in odd places around the bowl, had used a drill, cleaned it out, and smoothed out all the edges and everything. And she had her yarn down in the bowl and was pulling it through the holes there. So, a strainer would be good.
It does great. There are there's so many things that you can do that are ingenious.
Right.
This is gonna look weird to you guys, but putting it in a bowl and clipping this on the side of the bowl holds your yarn strand
Mm-hmm.
for you, and your yarn will still feed through
Right.
while you've got it clipped on there. Hi, oodles and caboodles.
Hello, Oodles. How are you doing? That's right,
Hello.
Michelle. Hello, how are you, sweetheart? And she says, instead of putting Martian's instructions, I cut the instructions from the yarn label itself and stick them in with the gift. That's a great idea.
Perfect. I do
Mm-hmm.
like that. If giving something made with hand dyed yarn, a lot of times I will include soak with it so that
Right.
they will have something to use to clean it with. I'm
Right.
so sorry, Michelle.
I'm sorry, Michelle, sweetheart. Hmm.
But that's another option, is to provide them with a woolite or soak or something
Mm-hmm.
along that lines to clean the item.
Right.
But I do love the yarn label idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great
We were
idea.
talking about pom-pom makers. My
Yeah.
grandma taught me how to make a pom-pom with a toilet paper holder. The
Yeah.
little cardboard from the center? Yep, just flatten that thing out. And she taught me how to wind, and away we went.
Oh,
I
that's
used that
great,
for
Cindy.
years.
Cindy use I use large pickle jars to different color yarn at the same time. I like that.
Oh,
Hello,
that's a
Katie.
nice idea.
Hi, Katie.
Hello there, Katie. How you doing?
Hello.
There are so many different things that you could do, that you don't have to have all of these things.
Right.
Now, I do prefer the kitchen scale because I do weigh my yarn.
Right, I do too.
Um,
That's what I use to weigh my yarn. Yeah.
your 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 bathroom scale is not going to do it.
No.
It's not sensitive enough
Mm-mm.
to weigh that something that light. But a baby scale would be a great idea. I love that. That's a good idea. It's a good thing to take your yarn and weigh it and compare it to what the label says. This many ounces is this many yarns. Nice, nice. Made a measuring cup out of a frosting cup. It's perfect. A deck of
There
cards
you
would make
go.
that. Even your phone, even your
Yes.
phone, if you wanted a longer tassel, just wrapping it around your phone. I mean, that's a good way to do it.
Yep.
It just depends on what you're looking for. I mean, I've used my phone for a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised. I probably get more use out of it that way.
Mm.
There's so many things. I mean, this could make a small pom pom, just wrapping it around the tin
Right.
instead of buying a pom pom maker. I just find that easier. I'm not even sure how to use a pom pom maker. I'm so used to making them the other way.
Yeah, me too. And
I'm
I
not.
have to admit, I do have a couple of the pom pom makers in different sizes. I mean, one is pretty big, a medium, and then a little one, but
One.
I've just really not made them.
I got
Uh,
them in an advent box, and I don't know how to use them. Excuse me.
well,
I don't
Warren
know how.
made me some one time when I was making beanies for his fourth, fifth grade class, for Christmas presents. And he broke one out. He watched a YouTube video on it and sat there and then started cranking out using that little bitty thing. Man, I tell
Oh,
you
that's
what.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
I
so
like,
I know they make good ones. It's just, yeah.
that's
Yes,
cool.
yes, Nifty. That's what I was saying. That's what my grandma taught me.
Oh yeah,
That's
toilet paper
how I
rolls.
learned
I
how to
think
make
they're
them.
great. The plastic button to use for the pom pom.
Oh, to remove them
Oh yes, to
so
make
that
them
you can make
removable.
removable. Mm-hmm.
You can use any buttons that you've
Yes, you
got.
can.
Set the button on, and it works just fine. Yes, yes,
Yes,
frogging old
Lacey.
sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And I think they're great. You don't make palms. You love the faux fur ones. I do too.
Yes.
I do too, Greeny D. I have the faux fur one. Um, boy, that looks green. It's not green. I think it's the way it's. No, boy, that looks green. It's not
It
green. I
does.
promise. It's not. It's brown.
Oh,
That's weird.
wow. It's really off color.
It's really off color. It's got to be my light making it off
It could
color.
be.
That's off color. Yeah. But
Wow.
I do like having a button on it so I can take it off. But I have a lot of older buttons. Yes, yard sales are great places to get them. And you use it with your pom poms. They're fantastic.
Oh, yes.
I
Well,
love that.
even whenever I make yarn pom-poms, I like to make them to where they're removable.
I do.
Number one, when they go through the wash several times, they start getting that. It's not a
Yeah.
nappy look, but you know what I mean? They're just
Yeah.
not fresh like whenever you first make them.
No.
So I like
Mm-mm.
to make them removable so that they don't get that look.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
tell you
like.
something now. I've never made a pom pom.
That's okay.
No,
I
but
like to be able to take them on and off depending on my mood.
Right.
the thing is, every time I try to make them, they fall apart.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's just in your tying up technique.
So I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna buy pom poms already made, and then I don't have to worry.
well, we might have to have a pom pom lesson.
Yeah.
What, in
Well,
Tennessee? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, in
well,
Tennessee. Yeah.
when I make hats for myself, I don't put pom poms on them. I don't like them. Of course, that's just my personal preference. But if I'm going to make them to give them away, I will normally attach one and just say, make sure there's a note in there that says, if you don't like pom poms, it is removable.
Yeah, removable. You can use those sheets and make strips
Mm-hmm.
into yarn. You can also do that with the plastic bags.
That's right.
And ribbon, you can use ribbon too.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
you can use ribbon as
absolutely.
well.
Hmm.
Yes, yes. I'm holding my trash. She's been
Have been
very
very clingy today.
clingy. Um, yes, yes. I'm just getting the blanket so you can lay on the blanket. That's all I'm doing. I wasn't doing that
Yeah,
whole
Nifty.
whole.
My grandma, can you make DIY removable pom poms? We sure
Yes,
can.
yes. Oh, she is a sweetheart, Granny D.
Can you make
She's
DIY
very,
removable?
very demanding of my time.
Yeah, all you need to do is put a pom pom, then maybe attach a button or something
Button
to
to
it.
it.
We can
Yeah,
do a video, Dan.
yeah,
We could do a video. That would be
Yeah.
not a problem.
yeah.
Not
Can
a
also
problem.
can also show you how to take. You can buy strips or even just a quarter of a yard of the faux fur material, and even make your own.
Oh yes. You say that
Mhm,
you make a square depending upon how big you want your pom pom. Make a
right,
square, maybe 4 by 4 inches or 6 by 6 inches, and pick up or round it off. You can make a circle and do it, and go
right.
with a thread all the way around
Mm-hmm.
and pull on it
This
and
side.
yep, stuff it.
Mm-hmm.
Works really good. You take buckles and straps off of otherwise worn out boots and reuse them for projects. Absolutely. Um, Lana, TFF is Twisted Fiber Friends. I take the buttons off of worn out shirts and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. I take the buttons off of them so they can be reused again.
Right. And, off of old bags, if you're not going to, if they're not still in good enough shape to pass down, put in a garage sale or take to Goodwill, whatever, I will take the handles
Buckles
off.
and the
Mm-hmm.
handles. Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There you go, Oodles. Yes, take them off of old purses and repurpose them onto bags. Yes,
They work
ma'am.
great. They work fantastic.
On
Okay.
bags, for baskets, depending on, the purpose of the basket. Oh, yes, I've used those a lot.
I have done that quite a bit. It works beautifully. There's no reason not to.
Mm-mm.
Yes, upcycling. Yes.
Well,
Yes, it
last
is.
night I went. Obviously, I went out last night, and I went to get my jeans that I picked out to wear, and I picked them up, and I went to my mum. I said, "Mum, these jeans don't have a button on."
Oh no.
So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so my mum was like, "Right, how can we sort this out?" And I showed her the jeans and stuff, and she took a button off of one of her old tops.
There you
That works
go. Yeah.
great.
And I have a button on my jeans from one of her old tops.
I have a couple
Yes,
of jars.
Michelle. Yep.
Yes. They work good. No problem, Cindy.
Yeah.
Um, I love old buttons. I think they're fantastic.
Oh, yes. And there's so many things you can do with them.
I've even bought shirts at the thrift store just because I love the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds silly, but that's what I've done. I
Yep.
love the buttons. Oh, really?
Oh, how
Nice.
neat, Lacey. Yes.
That's cool.
Yes, see, I
I love
love repurposing old buttons, especially, some that are of really good size,
yes.
to put on, especially my ear warmers. I
Yeah,
love dressing them up with the buttons. When you make a cowl,
I do.
or if you make just a short, like a caplet shawl,
Hmm.
something to, kind of button it up. I just love
Oh,
buttons
I love
because you can
it.
dress so many things up with them.
They dress everything up, and they're absolutely they can be stunning.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
they are useful, but they can be very stunning at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. I
Yep.
love buttons. I mean, so if you've got buttons and you don't like them, send them my way.
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
I love buttons. I'm just saying, I love them. I have quite the collection.
Well, and my granny used to keep ribbon. I don't
Uh
get, I
huh.
mean, if it was longer than, your thumb, she kept it.
I keep
And
ribbon.
she used it a lot in weaving in crocheted items like scarves. If she looked at something and said, it just needs a little something. And the next thing you know, she was pulling out her ribbon bag, or like I said, her button bag, and she'd go to weaving and she'd put a few buttons on it. Hats. Oh my goodness. She loved dressing up all sorts of beanies and what we call bucket hats now. She called it her sun hat. Running right around at the top of the brim and also where the body of the hat met the brim,
Hmm.
weaving it in and out and putting big old bows. Yes.
Oh
She
yes,
loves
I do.
buttons.
I love buttons. Buttons. I save the ribbon. I will put it back in a hair clip or a hair bow.
Yes.
I will put it on some of my amigurumis. I've done all kinds of stuff with it. So I keep all the ribbon. You're acting up. You're going to end up in the floor.
Uh-oh.
She's grabbing yarn.
Oh, yep, yep. Bad kitty, bad
Okay.
kitty.
I have yarn. I have hand-dyed yarn next to me, and she was going for it. Yes. And well, I like bunny rabbits too, Lana.
Mhm.
But I like buttons more. Oh, I'm sorry. But yes, I do buy. I will buy shirts at the Goodwill
I was
or
gonna
Salvation
say,
Army just for buttons.
Yep.
you can usually get some pretty good deal at a thrift shop.
Yes.
You do.
Hmm.
You do. I think they're great buttons. Y'all would be bored if I
Oh,
went through.
really, Tracy?
Really?
Oh,
Oh,
Katie says my neighbors gifted me a box of ribbons. Now I need ideas. Well, sweetheart, you could bling bling out some of those bags that you make with those.
yeah. So,
Lana
yeah,
says dogs are better than bunnies.
Lacey, I mean, seriously, it's so much cheaper because you can get a shirt for a dollar or less, and you got all those buttons on it, all of
That's
them.
right.
And if you send it to Connie, you've got bags to use it for too.
I
That's
mean,
right.
it's cheaper. That's
Exactly.
but the ribbon, you can sew the ribbon down on a piece of
Mm-hmm.
fabric you're not happy with, and then you got the front of a bag.
That's right.
I mean, there's so many things, and I mean, I like to put it and weave it into a barrette and do an embellishment with a hair bow. Yes, embellish your bags.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
Yes.
On the hook rolls and bags. There you go. That would be so pretty.
It's great on hook rolls. Yes, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
crochet with ribbon.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
It would be
Absolutely.
just like crocheting with the t-shirt
That's like,
yarn. Yeah, the
yes,
flat yarn. Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with that, Oodles.
That's not.
No, That's what makes them unique, you know. I make leather goods
Uh,
too, and I repurpose old leather coats and bags. Very good. Oh, I love
nice.
that, Lacey.
Nice. Nice. I'm not going to tell you that I sniff leather.
You weren't going to tell us, huh?
I love the way it smells.
Oh,
I
yes.
wonder if my wallet still smells leathery.
I'm not sniffing your wallet.
Yeah, have a sniff.
I love the way leather smells.
Yeah.
It is amazeballs. Yes, leather. It smells so good. They need to
Yes,
bottle
it
that
does.
stuff up. Yes, leather and books. I'm serious.
Mm-hmm. There you
It,
go. Leather and books.
I
Nothing
love the
better.
smell of an old bookshop
yes.
Yes.
of vintage books. Love it.
Yes.
Y'all just you hit the nail on the head. I sniff books. I
Yeah.
sniff leather. I sniff yarn. Oh
Mm.
my gosh.
I love vintage books.
No, I don't want to hear about you sniffing leather. That's naughty. That's naughty. But see, I have like a leather cake. Get high off the leather. I love the smell of leather. My wallet is pure leather, and I love the smell of it.
I think my one is too. It smells like it.
Mine is. And I
Isn't
love
that the truth, Rita? Old bookstore in a coffee shop would be fantastic.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Leather, doesn't it? Oh, it smells good.
Yes, it does.
It does. Real leather smells divine.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
just,
like to
I love
collect the strong zippers and metal embellishments from old wallets.
Wow. That's cool. I like that idea.
Yes.
That is a cool idea. I want to remind you again, I'm going to remind you before we leave. Next Sunday, we are going to be at Cocktails and Crochet with Coco's house. And we are having our anniversary party, our birthday party for Twisted Fiber Friends. And there are going to be a lot of giveaways.
That's right.
They are open worldwide.
Yes, they are.
So, just reminding you, and I will remind you again before we leave. Yes. Oh, did we miss anything in our toolbox that we should have told you?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Leather is lush, Tracy. I do. You
Lana,
don't?
are you kidding? Oh my goodness. She says, I see a lot of people sniffing their yarn. I haven't noticed anything special about the smell of yarn.
Smells like
Oh,
wool.
yes.
I like the smell of the wool.
Mm-hmm.
No, not
Oh
the
no,
PVC
Tracy, not
leather.
the PVC. No, no,
No,
no.
the real
That's not
deal.
even leather.
The real deal.
Thank you, Zoila.
Thank you so much. The live's already posted, so if you want to go ahead and set notification, you can.
Lacey says, I snip my yarn and I fondle it too.
I fondle it too. I snip it, I fondle it, I love on it. It's
Mm-hmm.
fun. I can't
I
help
talk
it.
to it and say, now tell me what it is you want to be.
It's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm
It's
just saying, guys, talking about yarn, I have just had a delivery of undyed yarn. So go and watch my video.
so make sure if you want to order yarn, you email the Paw Ply Yarns at gmail.com. Yes. I know. I actually have a hank of hand spun yarn.
Mm.
Oh, it smells good. I'm gonna sit in here and get high off the yarn and the leather. You're gonna tell your yarn to stop screaming.
I can't work any faster.
But yes, he is selling yarn. And you just got to go over to his channel, watch his video about the yarn, and he explains to you how to purchase it. Yep.
Everything is explained in the video.
It's awesome.
Oh, Oodle, she said, I want a couple of hanks of Daniel's yarn, and it is beautiful. I love it.
It
Yes,
is.
he has a wonderful eye for color.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, all of you be sure and go check out the video after uh, TFF today.
Yes, he has got some yarn. It's already arrived. He'll be able to dye it up. And y'all are going to get some yarn. Y'all get to buy some yarn. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Asia Joe, it's good to see you.
Hello, Asia Joe. How are you doing, sweetheart? So glad that you're with us today.
Did she order it and not get it before June, Daniel? You can order yarn and he won't give it to you till June.
Rita, you if you say you don't want it before a certain time, all you got to do is tell me, and I'll make sure it's not shipped to you until June.
There you go.
I actually yell at my yarn, especially yarn barf. I also plead with the yarn, especially if it's splitting.
Yes.
I talk to my yarn all the time. All the time. And it kind of talks to me. In a way.
Yeah.
Hi, Misty.
Hello.
I do love the yarn, though. That's okay. All you gotta do is put it over the back of a chair. I put it over the back of a chair. I put it over the back of a chair and I hand wind it.
Oh, you can't stay. Just wanted to say hi and leave a thumbs up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
Well,
Asia
thank you
Joe.
so much, sweetheart.
Maureen, please email me about your e-bag, says Katie. Naughty knitting sacks.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You got some Hanks of Dan's yarn. You got the froggy yarn.
Oh,
Awesome. That's amazing.
Stop, everyone. You're making me blush.
I love it. I love it. Take care, Asia Joe. That is amazing. You're working with some of Dan's yarn right now. That's correct. You are.
That's cool.
And it is some amazing yarn. He does. He has good yarn. That's Dan's gift is dyeing yarn.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That is
And there was a
fancy.
time where I was worried that I couldn't do it, but luckily, I've been
You're
lucky enough
using
that
Be
I've
the
been able
Light,
to do it.
Michelle.
That's right. Is Froggy's
No,
yarn green? My favorite
no,
color?
no, no.
No, it is not,
I think
Lana.
it has got green in it,
It's got
Yes.
green in it.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's not completely green.
Nope. You'd be
There's Froggy,
surprised.
Lana. There's Froggy Winter Knitting, which is kind of pastel-y, and it's got green in it and pinks in it and some peaches and yellows. Hi, Tina. Hi, Nancy.
Hello, Tina and Nancy. How are y'all?
And Crochet Kevin. Good to see you.
Hello,
Hello.
Crochet Cabin.
And then, Lana, there's one called Froggy Dance, which is neons. It's mostly pastels, Lana. Oh. Teach you. SC
Teach me.
system. Oh, bless you.
My
Oh,
badge
my.
holders are here. I start my new job next Monday. Oh, Darla, I'm
Yay,
so
Darla.
happy for you, sweetheart.
Yes, I'm working on Dan to get him to do the Froggy Dance again. That's all neons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on him. We'll
It was
see what
hard
happens.
enough. It was hard enough for them to convince me to actually start dyeing yarn again, let alone doing mini skeins again.
Well, I think if we do Froggy Dance again, it'll be done in full hanks.
Regular Hanks, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be done in regular hanks, and you'll probably have to buy a kit. So it's beautiful yarn. I love it.
Hello, Catnap. How are you?
Hey,
Hello.
catnap. I wish mine was taking a catnap. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do love the neons. I do have some Froggy Dance put away. Yes, Lana, it does have wool in it. It's super washable.
I
Doing
will not
good,
dye
catnap.
for it.
Hey, Divergent.
Hello, Divergent. How are you
Hello.
doing, sweetie?
Yeah, Lana, he dyes cashmere wool and alpaca.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do acrylic at all,
No.
and only occasionally does cotton. That's
Very
rare.
rarely.
That's very rare.
Didn't you say the acrylic is kind of finicky?
Yeah.
He
I know
doesn't do
some
it.
young guys do it, but it's very difficult, and in my eyes, I don't think it should be dyed, hand dyed.
Yeah.
I just think it's too.
Right.
You like the bell peppers one, Tracy?
That was the one I did ages ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long time. No, not right
Yeah.
now, Diane. He's not doing minis at the moment. Yeah, he can do straight alpaca. We might do that, but that'll be in 6 months or so. Yep. No, the alpaca doesn't have wool in it. It's just alpaca. I think it's got nylon in it.
Yeah, I think it might have nylon.
And
I'd
that's
have
me.
to
Here
look
I
on
am
the-
speaking for Dan.
I'd have to look on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I have a copy of this list. That's why I don't. That's why I know. Yes, you got the pride and the regular pride, sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still collecting the granny squares? How's that going? I
Yes.
have not received any yet, but yes.
None yet, Nifty. None yet. Still waiting on granny squares. You can use
Oh.
alpaca.
Well, that's good.
Oh, it's good to know. It was a stunning colors, wasn't it?
Oh, Rita says, I know exactly what I want. Teal, bluish sea ocean team.
She's wanting Heart of the Ocean.
She's
Oh,
either been in Heart of the Ocean, or I did one called Show Me Your Feathers, which was teal.
Yeah.
And I
She's
did Heart of the Ocean, and I did Seaweed.
I think
I bet that was
a
pretty.
combo of the Show Me Your Feathers and the Heart of the Ocean.
Hmm.
Divergent It says, I want to see a tuber punk colorway.
So, oh, okay. An Uber pug colorway.
Okay.
Oh, look at you, Lana. You're awesome. They are beautiful colors. You like the name on all three. They are beautiful colors.
I love anything that has the color of the ocean in it. Cyber. Okay. Cyberpunk colorway.
A cyberpunk. Thank you. I have to
Look that up.
look that up. Yeah, you're giving me some ideas to nag him about.
And I spend a lot of time with these two, and they nag me a lot. So
Yes, I do. I do. I do. I do.
You got some beautiful squares you'd like to send. They are 3D flowers. You would absolutely. Nifty, it's in my about page. You either do the about page or you email froggywanandknitting@gmail.com.
Oh, cyan, electric blue, magenta with black.
Oh,
That
awesome.
sounds beautiful.
It does.
That
Froggy is
really,
collecting the squares for me, Nifty, and she is sending them to me.
yes, that sounds really beautiful. So there's my pen. I am actually writing that down.
Look, don't be giving her orders. Don't be giving her ideas, Divergent.
I have my own yarn dye. I can go in there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Will she do it? Probably not. She will get me to do it.
Probably, because he does better than I do. I mean, that just sounds really pretty with those together.
Hey, I will admit though, everyone did a good job in Florida.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did. But we had a great teacher hovering over us too.
Oh, your gremlins insist they have to eat. Dang. Take care,
What's
Katie.
wrong with them, Katie? Didn't you feed them already once today?
That's not bad. Nifty, you do know I keep one, and the rest go to Dan. Oh, take care, SD. Thanks for being here.
Yes, thank you so much.
I think that sounds beautiful, Nifty. Remember, for all the granny squares you send, I'm going to keep one. And then the rest go to Dan.
That's right.
And then once I've completed a blanket, all the rest go to Dan.
Because she wants a blanket too.
She wants a blanket too.
I'm jealous.
Yes.
Of course I want a blanket. Yeah. Oh, you fed them twice already.
You fed them twice already and they're demanding more? Man.
Oh, Rita, 11 Celsius.
No, I think she's negative 11.
Oh. I'm looking to see what no, I'm actually warm right now. I am 35 Fahrenheit.
She says, I would love to be part of your blanket, Froggy.
Yay! Thank you. Rita, I'm 1 degree Celsius or 35 Fahrenheit. Well, that's awesome. You can spew a color palette all day, but you won't.
Good girl, Laura.
Oh, good, Laura. We love you, honey.
Yes, sweetheart. Have fun.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Nippy, I would love for you to be in part of my blanket. I would love it. I'm looking forward to this. And I will even crochet this. I'm crocheting them together. I'm not sewing them. I'm not going to sew them. But we do want to, as many squares as possible. I'm looking forward to this. It's exciting.
Yes,
and to make it easier for everybody, I'm going to send the box to Dan.
Right.
I don't want you guys to have to do that because that's just too far. But I want to remind you one more time, next week on Sunday, we are going to be at Cocktails and Crochet with Coco. It is our anniversary birthday party for Twisted Fiber Friends for 4 years. And there'll be loads of giveaways. 6 inches. 6 inches. But if they're off a little bit, it's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yes. Yes, he did. Oh, yes. They're virgins. Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll take care of it. And since I'm crocheting them together, I'll crochet right over the ends. It's all good.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, next Sunday.
Well, thank
Lots
you.
of
Thank you.
giveaways. We are super stoked.
Yes, we are.
I hope you guys are too. Because I can't wait.
Because, you know,
I
it's not only a celebration of Twisted Fiber Friends being on for 4 years, but it's also a celebration of you supporting Twisted Fiber Friends
Yes,
all this time. Whether you've been with us for just a little bit of time or you've been here since day one, this is to celebrate your uh, sponsorship,
yeah,
your patronage, your support. So we greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and we want you all there for the party.
we do. We are so excited for you guys. I can't wait for you to see everything we're giving away. Um, I can't wait for you to see how we're going to do it because it's going to
Yeah.
be funny.
4
Same
p.m.
time,
Eastern.
Nifty.
4
Same
p.m.
time.
Eastern.
Same time as we are this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be so fun. We're going to do the same thing we always do, and it's going to be very funny.
Yes, it is.
So I hope you guys enjoy that. So, Dan, you say goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
And Maureen,
Please remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today because you never know. Could be your light they need to see. We appreciate each and every one of you being here. You could have been somewhere else, but you chose to spend your time with us, and we love you for it.
we do. And so I'm going to bid you to stay safe, be kind to one another, and as always, happy yarning. And we will see you next Sunday. I
We
love
love
you all.
you.
Bye now.